Regret. It's a word that frequently haunts football teams, no matter how large or little. It is a feeling that frequently surfaces whenever teams fall short in their pursuit of important acquisitions or when they release existing players. These players are the ones who go on to do more in their careers than the club had anticipated. It is a truth that clubs do view selling their present players as a workable business model in order to acquire cash. Even clubs like Borussia Dortmund and Chelsea have made it their financial lifeblood, acquiring youthful talent for a reasonable cost, later on creating them and making money off of them. A team like Manchester United, meanwhile, does not fall into that category. Because of the club's enormous off-field commercial success, the finances can be balanced and prestigious signings can be afforded. Now, even though Manchester United isn't often thought of as a selling team, they do have a history of dealings that throughout the years have undoubtedly caused them some sorrow, since it is these very players who have helped the clubs they have gone on to play for achieve greatness and more. In light of that, in this video you will see Top 5 players Manchester United regret losing. Number 5, Diego Forlán. The memory of Manchester United supporters is generally good. People who recall the day when Diego Forlán scored a screamer and tore off his jersey in celebration are bound to grin whenever his name is mentioned. But the goals he scored against Liverpool will undoubtedly rank as one of his most enduring memories of his time at Manchester United. He gained the Stretford ends' hearts throughout that game as they chanted. He came from Uruguay, he made the Scousers cry. Manchester United must have regretted letting go of Diego Forlán, a player they signed in 2002. During his tenure, Forlán fell behind Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ruud van Nistelrooy in the standings. He was then sold to Villarreal because he was judged surplus to requirements. Diego Forlán won the European Golden Boot and the 2004-2005 Pichichi Trophy the following year. A choice that United will undoubtedly regret making. Number 4, Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku's outstanding performances at Everton led to his 2017 signing with Jose Mourinho's Manchester United as the new number 9. Although Lukaku had a strong debut year, once Mourinho's tenure ended the following year and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over, Lukaku's time at United was best characterized as an undesired striker. Lukaku was no longer appropriate for Solskjaer's tactics, which called for an attacker who was extremely agile, aggressive, and deadly. However, after having moved on to Inter Milan in 2019, Romelu Lukaku proved everyone wrong, as it was his performances with 30 goals during the season that made sure Inter Milan won their 19th Scudetto. Romelu Lukaku is back with Chelsea in the Premier League and is sure to add to the regrets of Manchester United. Number 3, David Beckham. When David Beckham chose to transfer to Real Madrid in 2003, the renowned class of 92 foot of Manchester United experienced a great deal of heartache. It was a decision that made Manchester United seem even worse since they missed out on a talent of a generation. The athlete had no choice but to quit because of ongoing disagreements off the field with Sir Alex Ferguson, United's best manager. Selling David Beckham will always be seen as a mistake because he later joined Real Madrid and won the Spanish Cup while playing with players like Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, and Luis Figo. Number 2, Paul Pogba. Young Paul Pogba left Manchester United in 2012 to go for Juventus on a free transfer, joining the Italian powerhouses. During his time in Italy, Pogba solidified his position as one of the top midfielders in the world. With Juventus, he then went on to win 4 Italian championships. Manchester United would later regret allowing this transaction to happen before repurchasing him. Consequently, taking into account his enormous commercial worth and the football skills he had acquired in Italy, Manchester United chose to make him the most expensive player in the world in 2016 and re-signed him for £89.3 million. United would have saved money by keeping him instead of letting him go in the first place. Number 1, Cristiano Ronaldo. There is absolutely no need for an introduction for Cristiano Ronaldo. He is perhaps the best athlete to ever play the sport. At the same time, he is one of the most adored Manchester United players in history. When it was revealed that Ronaldo will be moving to Real Madrid in a trade that might cost up to £80 million, the news made headlines. With Cristiano Ronaldo going on to win 5 Ballon d'Ors, for Champions League championships, and 2 Spanish titles away, it is understandable why Manchester United eventually grew to regret their decision. At Old Trafford, though, support for Cristiano Ronaldo never wavered. The news that Cristiano would be joining Manchester United for a second time was made public on the final day of the previous transfer window. It is well known that Manchester United let Cristiano depart just as his prime years were about to begin. However, this decision is certain to remove any misgivings now that Cristiano is returning for a second stint. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more amazing videos. Tell us in a comment, what do you think is the worst deal in Manchester United history?